Here in the UK, if you want a photo of the CF Moto 450 MT looking great on a trail in autumn sunshine, you've got options, but not many. Part of that challenge is the sunshine. You know, it's a bit hit and miss. But the real challenge is the trail. There's lots of them, thousands of miles up and down the length of the country, but you can only ride some. And you've got to know where they are and how to link them together. Land access is a long and complicated story, and don't worry, this film's not about all that. It's about how we choose where to ride, and what happens when you take that brand new 450 MT and decide to do something a little unexpected with it.
So we've come off the Ingram Valley Lane, and every single time I've ever been here, we go that way. Literally every single time. And today, we're gonna go that way. And we're gonna see where we end up. And we're just gonna try and find, we're gonna see what magic Northumberland has hidden in some of the smallest roads we can find.
That was it, a small, almost invisible decision. The trails are to the right. The route says go right. Muscle memory says go right. So what happens if we went left? Not to seek out trails, but to see what roads our little adventure bikes would find. The road led to Linnup Spout, but no further. An access track that allows drivers to get close to this remote Northumbrian waterfall.
That's not how you do a U-turn.
And so the rhythm of the day began. Small winding tracks through wild countryside that led us to dead ends. Turn around, make our way back. Sure, it would have been frustrating if we'd been trying to make progress, but today we were taking in not one stunning view, but two. Experiencing the low autumn light in one direction and getting to enjoy the whole thing again on the way back. 2 for 1, the same but different. Our little 450s were in their sweet spot, soaking up the twists and turns and then easily switching direction when needed.
Jim's been given the unenviable task of figuring out where we're going to end up today.
Could go one of two ways. Let's hope it goes the right way.
Or the left way.
Or the left way.
About just under 2 hours of daylight. It's going to be nice then.
We'd given ourselves permission not to follow the trails and see where the winding road would take us. We used our GPS devices to zoom out and look for the smallest roads. If they were wiggly, followed valleys or cut through ancient places of interest, the chances are they would be worth the effort. There's this little dance you do, not literally, but in your head while you're riding. A dance between what you can see with your own two eyes and how you choose to read the map and use the technology at your fingertips to help you find a little bit of magic. As the remaining daylight began to fade, we had seen on the map that the road crossed a large ford in a village aptly named Ford and Etal. Maybe on another trip, with different bikes and a bit more time, we would have attempted it. But today, as much as I tried, I couldn't get Chris to attempt the crossing. To be fair, I don't blame him. When you're the one holding the camera, you get to watch other people drown their bikes first. Trust me, I've been there, done it, earned the t-shirt. One of the easiest ways to turn a simple 2-day ride into an adventure is to add the jeopardy of not knowing where you're going to be spending the night. There's nothing like a little bit of adrenaline towards the end of the day to focus the mind. Jim had drawn the short straw and was in charge of finding us a bed. Ideally 3 beds. We had our camping gear and we were prepared for a rough night if it came to it. But one of the best things about rolling the dice on trips like this is not knowing how it's going to land. We found pub accommodation nearby, as you always do at this time of year in England, but it felt like if we pushed a little harder, there might be a bit of magic to be found in the Ford and Etal estate.
So, unfortunately, we're not allowed to bivvy or wild camp on the estate. However, they've put some glamping tents up which were soaked all the way through, and he said we can just go in those glamping tents while he dries them out. But the biggest bonus is, because I thought, man, it's a bit in the middle of nowhere, there's one guy up there, and I said, are you open later? Meaning if we turn up later and go get some food. He went, oh yeah, I'm just opening for pie and peas and quiz night.
What flavour pie, you might ask? We've got no idea.
What's in a meat pie?
Meat.
Pressure's on right now, innit? Pressure is on.
I think our ambitions for distance today might have to be adjusted.
I mean, we might make it to Scotland today. I mean, we're only about a mile away, aren't we? Well, first priority, let's go get some breakfast.
Yeah.
We'd opened the door to chance, and so far we hadn't been let down. As dawn broke the next morning, we took the opportunity to shoot the new AdventureSpec hard parts on Jim's CF Moto 450 MT and Chris's Royal Enfield Himalayan. These bikes are built for this kind of trip. Small, lightish, easy to maneuver, trail capable, also well at home on the twisty back roads. It had been an easy decision to decide that these would be a great fit for our skid plates, crash bars, nav mounts and luggage racks. It wasn't long ago that Jim had been in Portugal working with our factory to develop the parts, and now he was enjoying seeing how easily the Krieger and Moscow panniers fit. I made the guys load, unload, load and unload until I had every shot I needed for the AdventureSpec website. Yesterday we had started the day on top of a trail in the Ingram Valley. The plan had been to tell a story about how these bikes can ride road and trail. And then we decided to turn left and roll the dice and see what would happen. And as we skirted the Scottish border, it turned out that fate had one more little surprise up its sleeve waiting for us. Jim noticed that for most of our trip we'd been crisscrossing little blue signs for the National Cycle Route 68. In the UK, this route is designed to help cyclists explore away from busy roads on quieter, more picturesque routes. It's 12,000 miles long, with 5,000 miles on paths and bridleways that are free from traffic, and 7,000 miles on little roads like the ones we've been riding. What would we find if we just followed the signs? If you'd asked me what I might see on our turn left adventure, the gaggle of red-robed Buddhist monks wandering down the road would certainly not have been my answer. We didn't know this place existed, but it was a fitting and somewhat spiritual reward to the idea of allowing the universe to guide us.
It's what a wonderful place to end our little adventure, to ride the Himi to the little Scottish Himalayans. What can we see?
Welcome to Kagu Samaling. For the past 50 years, dedicated to the development of unconditional kindness, compassion and forgiveness. It's traditional and highly beneficial to walk around the stupa in a clockwise direction to allow everyone to enjoy the beauty and tranquility of this place. And we wish everyone who visits this garden happiness and peace of mind.
Okay, so let's be honest, this is not the biggest adventure film we've ever made, or the longest, or the most dramatic, or even the prettiest. This wasn't a 2-week adventure to a temple in the Himalayas, although, just for the record, that would be nice one day. We hadn't had to acclimatise to altitude or eat exotic food. There'd been no tour guide to follow. We'd simply had a 2-day ride around sunny, autumnal Northumberland and a tiny little bit of Scotland. Not even the prettiest bit of Scotland either. Does that mean it wasn't an adventure? I don't know. For me, what the trip lacked in exoticness, it more than rewarded in discovery. Just enough jeopardy to put us at the edge of our comfort zones. We've been places I didn't know existed, hung out with locals that welcomed us in like old friends. We'd taken our 450s on roads that they were built for, and brought the Royal Enfield to its spiritual home. Sometimes it's about throwing time and money at creating big experiences. And sometimes it's just about getting creative, stepping outside of routine, allowing yourself to be curious. Sometimes, when life wants you to turn right, it's as simple as turning left.